Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Hang on, I'm gonna move the microphone. 1 second here. Hello. Welcome to Closer to Me. Welcome back as well. Ratropolis. It's time. Last episode, how we feeling? Fine. Last episode was fine. Got to show off that little Forge Infinite, little sneaky Forge Infinite again. And, if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna spoil the ending. I lost. Wave 30, I was overrun. Oh, it's the coast! Please, I just want to play on the desert. I'm begging you. It's fine. I'm not actually that upset. We're Merchant today. I think Merchant, despite everything, despite the Navigator, despite my recent love for the Scientist, I think the Merchant is still my favorite character. Even though he's been through it, they nerfed his power, I think that... Why do I think the Merchant is my favorite character? This is an easy question, starting with Gather. Starting with Gather is like starting with another economy card, except it's not worthless. Like, it's not Tan, which is just not very, or not Tan, sorry, Hunt, which I don't think is very good. Land Tax, which is net negative at the start of the game, becomes better in the late game when you have a lot of buildings. Experiments, which is just like every 60 seconds you get to gain 40 gold off of it typically, until you add in more cards, of course. Forbidden Trade, which is just weird, and then Pillage. Pillage is the most upfront money, of course, but then you need to card remove it. I like Gather. Gather gives you more money just by being in the deck, because you get to draw more cheeses together, you get to have more fun. I'm going to take Patrol here. I think that the Wave 1 Patrol can work out. We're going to see if I am correct, but I believe it's very, 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 very feasible for me to get Patrol down to 0. I mean, like, we're at 10. It's going to jump back up, obviously, but this seems to be extremely reasonable. You know, we did this recently, but I'm going to do it again. It's a viable strat. It's a strong strat. Just need to make sure I don't brick myself, right? We got 700 gold. This is off to a really good start. I'm going to take Invite because it's infinity population. I didn't get a house off of the first wave, so I'm just going to take it for the carefulness there. Now, I do need to watch out, right? I want to upgrade this, clearly. Also, there's a bit of a negative synergy between it and Invite, but that'll work itself out as time goes on. Because ideally, I'm going to play Patrol the number of times I'm going to play it, and I'm not going to play it anymore. I play it a lot of times there. Wrong order, but I'm not punished. We'll see, right? We'll see if it's able to work out in an average run. What I would also be interested to try out is taking multiple patrols. I need to get ahead of it so I can get the buffer out, right? I need to be able to get like into the negatives, and then we kind of start cruising. How am I feeling today, though? Pretty good, honestly. I'm feeling pretty good. That's too bad. I've started a new game on the stream, so I just finished, by the way. It's 3:45 a.m. A little under 4 hours before this episode's going up. 4 hours? Like 4.5 hours. I don't know. Time is a flat circle. I reference this, but I don't know what it is from. I'm sorry. I'm a fraud. I make a lot of references. Like I do secondhand references where like someone I watch references something a lot, and then by proxy I got fucking Forgiven Rat. Or Unforgiven Rat. Oh my goodness. Well, who am I if I'm not gonna roll with it? This is a very much a roll with the punches sort of moment. Well, there's two options there. You get offered that card remove right after, you get two choices. You get option A, well, that fucking sucks, I wasted that advisor. Or you get option B, well, at least this is gonna make a good title. At least we're gonna have a good title for this one. I feel like discarding Gather is actually bad. I think that it's bad, because, you know, I don't necessarily want to just draw the one. I'm staying at an equilibrium right now. I'm able to play it out about 5 times per round. Or 4 times, about 4 times per round. 4 to 5 times per round. Which is enough, right? Kind of. Like, my money is staying about the same. It's really weird. I'm gonna remove cards. I'm not gonna remove Exiled. I'm gonna remove Militia. I'm going to try the old classic Militia guards on... I mean, shit. Wait a minute. I'm just gonna take money here. I don't want to remove any of the cards that I have the option to remove there. It's not right to remove cheese yet. Don't, yeah. Wait, discarding invite was better. Well, the left side's going to be weak because my militia aren't going to be there. However, I can just throw some exiled in there, I guess. I guess. But I'll just start a new game on the stream today. It's nice. It's good to change. I'm happy with Slay the Spire. Love that game. Obviously, I've put like 900 hours into it, which is, I think, a little over double the amount of time I've put into any other game. A game that's in a close second is Terraria. A friend and I had a Terraria world in high school that we played the shit out of. We played a lot of Terraria. Great game. Really, really good one. But across the game that I have a lot of time in that's deceptive is The Binding of Isaac, because I have a lot of time in Isaac. Like, if I were to take a guess at how much time I have in Isaac, it's somewhere around 600 to 900 hours. However, it's split between the 3 Isaacs. The 3 Isaacs? What am I, insane? The 2 Isaacs. Regular Isaac and then Rebirth. I'm pretty sure Afterbirth is grouped in with Rebirth. However, that may be incorrect. If you know what I'm talking about, I'm just saying some really gross words. However, thanks to The Binding of Isaac, I'm desensitized to the fact that those words are kind of gross. Okay, I'm running out of money. The reason I'm running out of money is not the redraw cost. The reason I'm running out of money is because I am playing these Unforgiven. Sorry, Exileds. By the way, so Unforgiven rank gives Exiled's penalty halved. So Exiled only loses one damage per nearby rat, which is pretty strong. I'm at like an equilibrium here. Oh, I should take Trumpeter. I don't have the money to take Trumpeter though. Like 2,000 gold for 20 HP. Yo, this is good. This is good because Exiled's biggest problem is that he's fucking way too squishy. This is Exiled's time to shine with this quest. Took a quest as not Navigator, how wild. Look, all I'm saying, if this is not the run where Exiled works, this will be the end. I will never give him another chance until I get given Unforgiven Rat as an accident. Where did I get this? Oh, from the bonus event, I got this. This is more like what I expected Patrol to do, by the way. What I need to do if I want this to work is I need to upgrade Patrol. If you want to Patrol down and you get offered Patrol really early, you want to Patrol down to 0, you have to upgrade it, I think. Because the difference in casting it, or having to cast it 3 times versus 4 times is huge. Even though the cost is very similar. I don't know if the cost is actually similar. But I needed to upgrade that off of the boss chest. I realize that now. Yes? Wait a minute. This is too much, but this would be a good one as well. We could just make a group of like these 5 Exileds extremely strong. Right? Huh. Take the house. But if I get fitness again at a more reasonable date, I'll probably take it. I'm gonna move these guys up, by the way. Reinforce or Shield Rat. I can consider Shield Rat, but I'm not going to take him. I can consider Shield Rat there because Shield Rat's strong for the left side. I think that you don't want to do all Exileds. I don't think you can make your defense entirely Exiled based. However, a little Exiled as a treat. You see, this is another reference that I make, but don't actually know. I hear another streamer say that, and then suddenly I'm saying it. New game. I keep getting distracted because this is a weird run. And that's fine. Like, I don't mind. I'm not upset that I'm like not staying 100% on topic here. I'm buying Pillage. I think it's strong. Pillage is going to help me with the patrolling. The real thing I should get back to is the new game I've been playing. I picked up and started. I did a little poll. I set up a little community poll for everyone to vote on. If you voted in that and you're listening to this right now, hey, thanks. I appreciate it. I really do. 46 people voted in that poll. That's insane. That's a lot of people. I always wonder if I sound silly when I say things like that about, only 46 people, but like, that's a lot of people. When you think about it, like, that's a lot of people. But you can also, it depends on the mindset here, and I feel like feel like I often play devil's advocate or like, oh yeah, hell yeah, that quest finished fast. I often play for myself like the antagonizing voice in the back of my own head, but as I've begun my content creation journey, I've recognized that people are actually extremely supportive and everyone's very nice. The world is, I feel much better about the world as a place in general after my time making Twitch content. I know, isn't that crazy? Isn't this an absurd statement? I've started making content on Twitch and my immediate response wasn't, well, I've lost faith in the human race. Twitch gets a bad rap. Big time Twitch chats though? Oh god. Oh god. That's a different beast. But no, those of you who watch my content, like, extremely, extremely grateful to have you here. Truly. I hope to make these videos and stream for, you know, I don't want to say the rest of my life, but like the foreseeable future. It's a great time. It's a very enjoyable hobby. Yeah, is it wrong to call it a hobby? I don't know. The semantics of what to call it is weird. Dude, this boss got fucking bodied. Wow, he got so killed. Very god. But no, the new game I'm playing is Hades. It's really fun. If you haven't played it, it's the new game from Supergiant. Game's really good. All of their games are really good, I think. I didn't particularly enjoy Pyre, which is their last game. However, that doesn't mean it was bad. Just means that it didn't quite suit my tastes, which is 100% okay. So it goes up in cost by 16, but you get the 8. This is where we're gonna see if it really works. If I can recover it from here, right? The pillage pickup is either going to be game-changing or worthless. We shall see that answer in time as well. The redraw cost is getting a little bit lower. I'm feeling a little bit of hope. I want to play. I'm not playing anything that isn't economy or patrol right now. My goal. This is the lower bound theory. I'm coining the phrase. This is lower bound theory. Patrol is net neutral or negative. It's net negative on health. Or not on health. On economy, it's net negative. However, it's net negative until you reach a certain point of investment, and then it's extreme infinity value. It's extreme infinity value. You know what I'm saying. I talked about this ad nauseum the last time we got Patrol down to 0. If you haven't seen that episode, go watch that. I would tell you which one it is, but I don't know. I really don't. I talked to the math and like why I think it works out forever, and I will not bore you with that conversation again. All you need to know is that it works. It just works. Todd Howard, Skyrim. My exiles are all dead. Push me to the edge. This is an extremely delicate balance run. There's a great reason that I haven't been able to really go off on this run, and it's because this run requires a bit of my focus to keep my priorities straight. Redraw cost of 1. If I mess up on my priorities, we're going to be sent packing. We shall put it. However, with this aid station, I'm going to get some longevity to my Exiled's lifespan. I believe we have a path to success here. My redraws are now free. I believe we have done it. I think we have reached the lower bound. Welcome to the lower bound. Yeah, we're there. This is what I'm talking about. We now have free redraws forever. It cost me a lot to get here, right? This is the thing. Is it worth it to get here? Hell yeah, it's worth it to get here. What, are you insane? My redraws are free for the rest of the game. That's huge. My biggest concern is, of course, now shifted towards another problem that we as an economy face, which is my man Exiled here. This is now a run where if I lose because I committed to Exiled, and I stand by it because I wanted to see what would happen. Got 2 gold for that. Like, my gold income is very bad. My economy is literally cheese and pottery. But from this point, it really is, I just need the money to play Exiled. Welcome to Who's that economy? Who's that economy? Alright. Alright, who's that economy? Yeah, fuck it. Should've run a little sooner here. Yeah, that's gonna be bad. It's not surprising. My actual biggest problem right now is that I cannot afford to play my military units. My guards are all dead. Push me to the edge. I've said that like twice now, I'm sorry. I'm trying to recover from a lost position. I think it's over. I think that this next wave is going to seal my fate. I have no money. I need to stop playing patrol. I need to stop playing patrol. I need to stop playing patrol. That's why I have no money. Like, where's my money going? Oh, I need to stop playing patrol. The pillage is served its time. Probably the only time in my life I've ever would ever in my life. I am sorry. This is the only time that I'm going to... I don't even know what I was trying to say. I have no clue what I was trying to say. Have I lost it? Yes. Not even the slightest idea what those words were supposed to formulate into sentences for. Yeah, this one's just a fucking mess. Not like the run. I mean, the run is a mess, but I'm a mess. I have no money. Ha 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 ha. Now, to be fair, you have to have an incredibly high no, to be fair... Wait a minute. Sorry, I just kind of froze up there. I'm a little shocked about this one. No, I don't know about this one. Is it, let me ask you a question. Is it dire enough? Is it dire enough? I've sworn time and time again. It is in my darkest hour, I will turn to the forbidden art. Dear Lord, forgive me for what I am about to do to my left mouse button. This is like playing attack, but worse. I hate that card. It costs you 6 seconds of your time, which is the real trouble with it. The big downside that you don't talk about with rough work is that it costs 6 seconds of your life. Every time that I feel like every time that I slow my clicks, I just it feels very bad. It's not intentional. I don't intentionally slow my clicks down or anything like that. It's just I hit like a wall. Not a wall, it's just like my hand stops responding momentarily. This run is fucked. This run is not an indicator that Exiled is bad. This run is an indicator that my income is doomed. 3 gold per click. This is the first time in my life, I can tell you this with certainty. The first time in my life playing this game I've ever seen rough work upgraded. I hope it's the last. These cards, I need a better one. These cards, I need a better one. Please, I'm begging you. Don't make me play rough work. I hate it. Like, I'm not gonna click super hard anymore. This is the rate I'm going to go at. This is a comfortable, easy to maintain rate. I drew rough work. Tragic. You're getting shot. Oh no, they shot a civilian. Oh, who cares? My population is very high. I literally just need to play Exiled. I need to generate myself enough money. I need to stop playing Invite. I need to stop playing anything that isn't Economy or Exiled. It's a very easy plan. I'm dying on the left side. Hey, how you doing? Well, I'm doing just fine. I lied. I am dying inside. Heard that one? It's one of those ones that I hear on TikTok a lot. It's a very catchy song. Nice lyrics. Message I can get behind. I'm not actually dying inside. Don't worry. I'm fine. I don't know. This run is kind of dying on the external, I will say. It's so weird. I've got to have this proxy Exiled to stop these barrels from just killing me. I may be killed here. Or I'm going to kill here. Okay, one more fast click. My income, despite my 0 redraw time, and also, like, this is a case for conscript. Ah, God, it's a case for conscript. I can't remove any of this. I need to remove cheese. I can't hold on to this any longer. How long can this cheese go on? I discarded Exiled. I had hope that with the aid station I would be able to keep more Exileds. However, that hope has been shattered. The way to go about it, I guess you can do like a little keybind action here, except it doesn't actually work for some reason. When the boss comes, I'm going to be killed. If I'm not better by the wave 20 boss, we are going to be very killed. I should remove guards. We're in full tilt Exiled town right now. I have no idea what my negative redraw is at, so I'm very uncertain about if I should be redrawing or playing patrol or not. The income is increasing. My arm hurts. I feel pain. However, I want you to understand that I'm going through physical pain currently, but I am doing this for a very important reason. Is to prove that I will do anything for the W. Oh god, except for I think I'm just gonna be killed. I don't have the money to recover from this, so oh yeah, we are fricked. It's over. This run is very over. This is a wave 20 defeat. Thank God. No, I'm not. Take me away. No. I'm not even gonna bother. I could fight this out. I could definitely fight this out. You are correct. I could be putting down Exiles, but as soon as that wave notification popped up, I could tell you with certainty this one was over. What happened on this run? Let's do a little post-mortem on this one. What went wrong here? Was it that I took Exiled? Nah, I don't think so. What went wrong here? My income. I have 0 cost redraw, and I can't win because I have no fucking money anyway. My taxes are at literally 0 from the events I've taken. Get me out of here. Fuck that run. Like, actually just horrible. I got no good economy and I'm very salty. I got offered, I mean, maybe I got offered good economy and I picked something else over it. This is a very a common thing that I've done in card games where in the early game, I may skip economy and then not see any in the mid game and late game and I go, ah, well, I never saw any. But that doesn't change the fact that, like, we were on wave 16 and I went, well, fuck, I guess I have to take rough work if I want to have a chance here. That's not good. That's not a good sign. That's a bad sign. Oh shit, I'm tired. Probably gonna not put up, probably not gonna do 2 back-to-backs here. If this first run, the reason that I didn't record 2 back-to-back last night, the reason I'm not gonna record 2 back-to-back tonight, is because I keep losing my first run in my first episode. And it's fine, it's only an extra 20 minutes, but that 20 minutes is a pretty big difference when I'm trying to be in bed by 5 o'clock at this point. And, you know, the extra 20 minutes is going to push me back another 40 here, right? What am I saying? See, you can tell I'm not very tired, I'm just a little tired. I drank coffee. I've been drinking coffee, and it's not helping me. I feel the same. Tired. So maybe the phase in my life where I couldn't drink coffee was literally just like a 1 month phase. Because I'm back to just being unable to I mean, not even unable to sleep, because like I go lay down and I just lay there. And I'm like, well, I could be recording Ratropolis right now, but instead I'm just laying here. I've baited myself into this, like, it takes me a long time. I have a big unwind period, right? Where I have to like watch a YouTube video, or I browse TikTok on my phone, or I scroll through Reddit. And this unwind period leads me to have like a 40-minute wind down right now, where I'm in the process of going to sleep. It's terrible because I'm losing so much time. I could probably, like, not complain, but I talk about how if I could remove one thing, I would remove the need to sleep, because think of all the time we would gain. I would gain so much time if I just like hid my phone on myself when it was time to fall asleep, and my only option was to lay down and sleep. Because I lose so much time. I'm going to take overturn. We're going to do that. Absolutely. Lost a run, so you know I got to do some dumb infinite. Hell yeah. Where are you going? Okay. But no, I could probably add a decent amount of time to my day if I just cut out the time that I spend before bed just like watching YouTube or reading Reddit, and the time at the start of my day, although I have been lowering that. I have been getting up a lot quicker. I mean, the main reason for me being able to get up a lot quicker in the morning, I'm going to be honest with you, is because Reddit's kind of a shithole. A shithole? That's a bit rude. Reddit's kind of garbage. It's just like, you scroll through all and it's the same thing. Take the building. Defensive wall. Good. Take the barn, hell yeah. Feel the barn, by the way. Yeah, I'm taking my political stance right now. Feel the barn. And that's, of course, if you don't know, 2020, this is an election year for us over here in the United States. So it's politics time, baby. And Bernie Sanders, of course, is one of the outspoken presidential candidates. Democratic presidential candidates, I should say. Overturn makes me money, right? I have no idea. I mean, it definitely does, because it stacks my cheeses up, right? I was saying something before I went down Feel the Barn. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I would gain so much time if I would just stop looking at my phone. Very boomer thing for me to say, but also the truth. Oh, you darn kids, just get off your dang old phones with your TikToks and your iPads and your Instagrams. I've actually never looked at Instagram. I don't know. I'm not very big on social media, which is horrible for me as a creator, because I need to be. Sorry. Let me finish that sentence with the correct inflection. Because I need to be. However, it sucks. Social media sucks. I hate it. I don't want to meet people, and that's really all it is just a place to go and like talk to and meet people. And what is content creation but just meeting people? However, I've realized this lately. I'm the type of person where I'm extremely, extremely introverted, except for in the situation where someone else comes up to me. In that case, or like someone else needs me, for example. So like, I'm introverted. However, when I worked my job doing delivery, I did pizza delivery. If I've never mentioned that, I probably have. You probably know that. However, when I worked that job, I had no problem like hanging out, talking to customers, talking to my coworkers, because like, you know, you're stuck in a small store slinging pizzas with nothing to do with only one other person. It makes sense to strike up a conversation, just kind of like, hey, here's what's going on. Here's today for you. And like, you clicked on this video, so you've accepted my contract. You now are here to hear me talk, and therefore, like, you don't know it, but you signed the bargain. You accepted, like, intentionally or unintentionally, you clicked on this video, you're gonna hear what I have to say. And if you don't like it, like, you're gonna click off the video. I accept that, I understand that, it doesn't make me nervous. I can say whatever the hell I want. I mean, not whatever the hell I want, obviously, but you get the picture. Which is why I'm able to do stuff like stream content creation, because like I'm not afraid, but I don't want to. like the perfect juxtaposition, right? I can do that. I can talk to you who is listening to my content and talking to me right now. However, going into someone else's stream and talking to them, going on to Twitter and going, hello, here is my opinion. I can't do it. Oh yeah, this isn't steel. Right. Hello, I know you didn't ask for it, but I am now going to shout my opinion at you. I can't do it. I can't handle that. I just like, I guess I'm the embodiment of if you wanted to know, you would have asked. Which, I gotta be honest with you, I feel like it just kind of makes me come off as like cold and uncaring. But in reality, I'm very much a, if you need something, if you want something, just ask me. And I'm more than likely going to say yes because I'm very bad at saying no. I don't like to tell people no, which is like, you know, it is very much as framed as something that is a character flaw. However, you know, I don't really see it that way. I will, like, if you ask me, obviously I'm not gonna be like, so another good example of this is, what do I play, right? I go, hey, I'm open to you suggesting me games. Please feel free, tell me something you would like to see. And, you know, someone suggests something. I don't have like an example of this. Mainly, I don't have a, well, here's an exact example of this. But someone suggests a game and I look at like the statistics for it. I look at like how many people watch that game. We're taking Shield Rat here. And I determine that the game is a bad fit. It's going to not be a good thing for me to stream for whatever reason. Then I have no problem going, hey, like I appreciate your suggestion. However, I am not going to play this game because I don't think there's a market for it. I don't want to. Like, this is something I've been coming to as well. Is like, I don't want to is an extremely reasonable answer to question like why don't you want to do something? I don't want to. There's a level of critical thinking that we need to do in our society, and like, for sure, there is. However, also it's okay to just not want to do something. Like, we live in a time where, I mean, maybe not, right? Maybe this is just me. It is entirely possible this is just me. However, I feel as though we live in a society. Period. Gamers rise up. No, that subreddit has been banned for being a bad place, to say the least. Very bad place. I'm glad it's finally gone. However, we live in a time where, at least for me, I live in a time where if I say, hey, I don't like something, I prepare myself for the bombardment of questions. Oh, well, have you considered that maybe you're just not liking it correctly? Have you considered trying it differently? And I go, like, no, I don't. I don't think any of these things. I think that I don't like this thing. I mean, man, I just keep saying a good example. This is like, I don't know how many good examples deep we are. However, here we are now at the end of the road. It's like, I'm trying to think of an example of this. I think the example that sticks out in my mind, this is an old example. Like this was not recent. This was in high school. My friends were, like, all of my friends had just gotten done playing a game by the name of Spec Ops: The Line. If you've played or seen this game, I'm not going to talk much about it because like, I didn't play it. But I know more or less what it's about. I got Militia Leader. I got fucking Militia Leader. I don't like that. I don't like that. That's unfortunate. No, I looked at Spec Ops: The Line. I have a vague understanding of what the game is about as well. I know more or less what goes on in that game. And if you don't know, it's a first-person shooter. It's like a story-based first-person shooter. I took one, I knew that, and I know vaguely what happens in the game because my friends have been talking about it. And I heard that game, I heard about it, and I went, I don't think this is something that I'm going to enjoy playing. And then I didn't play it. And my friends were like, hey, did you play Spec Ops: The Line yet? And I went, nah. And they went, why not? I was like, because I don't think I'm gonna like it. It doesn't, I don't want to play it. And they went, what do you mean you don't like it? You didn't even play it. And I'm like, yeah, no, I didn't play it, but I don't think I'm going to like it. It doesn't seem like my kind of game. And then, you know, they went, okay, but why? Sentry to go with guards? Or sentry to go with militia leader, I mean. And this sort of rhetoric went back and forth, you know, for a few weeks of just like, hey, you should really play Spec Ops The Line. No, I don't think I'm going to like it. But like, you didn't even try it though, so just try it. And well, no, I don't think I'm going to like it. I don't want to waste my time. And you may say, like, you may think that you may hear this and you, like me talking about it too, and you may go, well, you should have just tried it to sate your friends. And first of all, no, I don't really think that at all. Yeah, but it's a matter of the principle, right? First of all, I don't want to be like hounded into doing something, right? I'm a very big believer in setting a precedent, and I don't want to set the precedent of, well, if you just bug me enough times, I'll just do something. And maybe I'm reading too much into it. Also, you can make that point as well. It's like the hardest part. What is the hardest part for me of content creation? I'm trying to respond to every possible argument that someone's going to make against my point. That's hard to do, and also maybe not necessary. In short, there's a very to summarize. There's a brief little story about. I hit redraw for some reason. Why would I hit redraw? I have no idea. There's a brief story about why I believe we live in a world where you have to be ready to defend yourself whenever you say you don't like something. Prepare to be attacked. And no, if you tell me you don't like something, I'm just gonna say, yeah, that's fine. Cool. I respect your opinion. Unless you say you don't like Jackie Chan, because then we're gonna fight. I'm kidding. Mostly. I don't have an unhealthy obsession with Jackie Chan yet. I'm working on that. I was thinking lately, like, what's something that would really make my content pop? What if I had a celebrity that I was extremely obsessed with to an unhealthy degree? And I went, okay, who's the perfect celebrity to grow an obsession towards? Jackie Chan. Why is that? Because of my favorite game to play, Name 5 Things That Aren't Jackie Chan. It's a really hard game. Try playing along at home right now as I do it. These can be any 5 things. Just the first 5 things that come to your mind will be your answers. You may think it's easy, but just you wait. So, like, here's a good example, right? So the first option, how about this tree? That's number 1. First thing that came to my mind, not Jackie Chan, that tree in the background. Okay, number 2, guards. Guards, yeah, guards is a good one. Number 3, let's see, card, march, house. House is number 3. Number 4, I'm thinking, number 4, we're gonna do something not Ratropolis related, although it's easy to just look at things around you. If you're struggling with this game, you can just look at 5 things around you, right? So if I turn around now, I'll find my 5th thing, which is of course Jackie Chan. Ah, shit. I lost again. Man, I knew I shouldn't have replaced the wallpaper in this room with life-size posters of Jackie Chan. Like a Doom mod replacing the entire world with Tim Allen. Anyway, that's my favorite game to play. It's a good one to pass the time, honestly. Every now and then you just pop out the old, hey, name 5 things that aren't Jackie Chan. The thing about this joke is, this is a joke that originates from my time in high school. I don't know if I came up with this joke. I don't believe I did. I'm pretty sure this is a joke from one of my friends. Who just, like, you know, he's very funny. He's good at coming up with goofy little in-jokes like that. He told me my favorite joke of all time, which is very hard for me to ever explain to anyone in a way that makes sense. I will try to explain it to you now. It's a very simple joke, and like, I know this isn't a joke that I tell you and you go, oh, ha ha ha, that was really funny, right? This is a joke that I tell you and you go, oh, okay, I can understand the humor of this, because it's a situational joke. These are the things that really kill me. Like, these are things that really make me laugh. The overturn, that's my bad. I've talked a little bit about my humor and my sense of humor on my stream as well, but essentially what it works out to is, if you want to make me laugh, you have to catch me off guard. Which is why I'm often not caught laughing watching like stand-up comedy and things like that, because stand-up comedy, in my opinion, is relatively predictable. It's like setup, joke, punchline. And sometimes, like, then you go back, you do referential, like refer back to a running joke that you establish at the start. Like, it's a lot more than that, obviously. I don't mean to diminish the stand-up comedy craft. I have a lot of respect for stand-up comedy. I think it's really cool. However, it's uncommon that I watch stand-up comedy and actually, ha ha ha, that was very funny. Excuse me, let me speak that in a more robotic tone. Ha ha, very initiating humor, a very humorous, good one. You know. What was I saying? Oh yes, the joke that my friend told me that killed me. It really, like, so my friend, me and 3 of my friends, we all went to this Chinese place near me. It's a great place, really, really good. It's one town over, it's like a 45-minute drive, but we're willing to make the drive because the food is very good there. And we get there, we sit down, right? They hand us our menus, we're looking through our menus. We've been there a few times, so we all have a decent idea of what we're gonna get. And my one friend, he goes, all right. And he looks at the menu for a minute, he goes, sets it down with force, he goes, all right, I'm gonna get a Grand Slam. And then we all just go like, haha, that's funny, but you know, this isn't a Denny's, this is a Chinese place. And then, you know, go about the rest of our order. We all order our food gets there, and he takes his first bite of his food, and he just slams the table, and he goes, this isn't a fucking Grand Slam. And I don't think I've ever laughed harder in my life. It's a joke that will never leave me. I think about it often, and you know, this retelling, maybe my delivery could have been better. However, I have slammed my desk in joke before, and what I have been told is that it makes a very loud, unpleasant noise because of the microphone stand being on my desk, and as a result, I will not slam my desk for comedic effect. I try to keep these videos with a very simple, chill sound to them. I don't want to make any loud, sudden noises that ruin the aesthetic. But that's the funniest joke I've ever been told. And I tell people that joke, and they go, haha, yes, I can see the humor in this. But, you know. Like, you know, man, I say you know a lot. Content creation just makes me hate the way I talk. It really does. Oh, I've been meaning to watch my own content back a little bit and like kind of build up, not like a tolerance to the way that I talk, but build up kind of an understanding of my shortcomings and my strengths. Something that I was going to do today, and then I went, oh man, I really don't want to listen to myself talk for 6 hours, though. I thought about watching my own stream to, you know, oh man, find a way to be better. I'm very big on self-improvement, but it's hard. I don't really want to watch my own stream because then I have to hear myself talk, and I don't know how anyone stomachs me. But I feel that most people would say the same thing about themselves, or similar things, right? Who doesn't look at their content that they create and go, man, this is just real top-notch. Again, I'm very conscious of even when I talk about this stuff, because I don't want it to sound like I'm fishing for compliments or anything like that. And by continuously bringing up the fishing for compliments, you know, it's a whole cycle. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. I hope that I've come across to you as a genuine person at this point. What is my brand? I've thought about this a bit in the current year. My brand, I believe, is just like, you know, being a real person that you can talk to, hopefully. That's the aesthetic I'm trying to go for. Just like a relatively relaxed, chill person. Am I the same person in real life that I am on stream? No, I don't think anyone is entirely. You kind of accentuate personality traits you want to push forward as... What are you fuckers doing? Accentuate personality traits that you think make for good comedy and let the rest go. Right? That's kind of what I try to do. What are the personality traits that I accentuate here, mostly my complaining. Like, I don't really complain as much as I do. I'm letting the veil down a little bit. I gotta be honest with you. I like hearing other people complain, but I don't really complain that often, right? I like when something goes bad in RNG. Look at the last. Holy shit! I'm about to say for example again. I'm stopping myself, but as a reference, how about that? We use a synonym. Look at the start of this episode, right? I did a little, you know, there's a little bit of emotion in my voice about the lack of good economic choices in our last run. However, you know, in reality, if I were playing this game for myself and not on stream, or sorry, this isn't my stream. I did the YouTube outro on stream today, if it makes you feel better, because I often mess up and do the stream outro here on YouTube. So now I'm just completely backwards. But no, in the real world, if I were to be playing Ratropolis and whoops, I didn't get a good economy card, I would just go, oh well. I wouldn't, like, I honestly probably wouldn't even notice. But I try to be more mindful of what's going on in my video games right now because of the fact that I'm creating content. I'm a lot more aware of what's happening. I don't need Fire Station, we're on the other map. It's also bad that I got Fire Station here because I'm out of space. I'm not losing my gold because I don't feel like it. Why don't I feel like it? That's a great point. An extremely pertinent question. You see, this is a question that I wouldn't ask myself though outside of the context of streaming. I would never, you know, first of all, I would be thinking about this video game very little if I were not streaming this, because I would be watching something on my other monitor, probably Hot Ones, if I were to take a wild guess. If I were to take a wild guess at what I would be watching right now, it'd probably be Hot Ones. Although, this makes me sound like some sort of Hot Ones super fan. That's not true. I haven't even watched a lot of Hot Ones. However, I formed a very strong link in my mind between this game and Hot Ones because I played I watched Hot Ones while I recorded my Nightmare Mode run. Not the one that went up recently. Not the one from January. Assault Captain and Tactician. These are two really good advisors, depending on your usage of the word good. How would I define good? You know, Assault Captain Tactician, namely. I was somewhere, but I've been struck by a very large yawn that made me go, man, I'm really fucking tired, aren't I? I almost want to, I think that one day in the future I will, if I create content for a very long time, right, we're coming up, YouTube we've been doing for like a little over a month now, I think, I don't know. A little over a month, I believe. Could be wrong. I'd have to, I mean, YouTube I've been doing technically since like late 2019 when I uploaded the VODs for Octopath Traveler. By the way, if you want, I mean, in my opinion, some of the best content I've ever created is the Octopath Traveler stuff. I streamed Octopath Traveler back in like late August, I think. Yeah, I remember it was like August 23rd. I had to wait for Inu to get back from vacation. And if you don't know who Inu is, he's just one of my friends who's one of my moderators. He suggested Octopath. He said it would be fun to watch, and he went not on vacation, but I think he had to go out of town for something. I don't remember exactly what, but I ended up waiting till a specific date, and it was in the end of August. It might have been the 17th, actually. I don't really remember. But anyway, I streamed that game, and I think that it went really well. Like, I think that it was some of the best stuff I've ever made. To this date, like I know this feeling because A, it has my most watched Twitch clip. It's got, you know, it's got like 50 something views, something like that. But B, when I was cutting up the VODs for that game, I wasn't like, God, this is terrible for the first time ever. Because I would like occasionally I would watch some of my content to see how I felt about it, and I was like, man, this is really bad. And Octopath Traveler is like a marked point I can look at in my time playing and like streaming, where I was like, hey, I would watch this. I think like this is good. Now, a few things to note are Octopath Traveler, the true ending I didn't end up. Oh shit. God damn. The true ending I did not end up putting on YouTube because the true ending is like 2 days of me just complaining. And then eventually beating it on like, you know, one fortunate night where everything lined up for me. But no, I still think it's good. I think that I mean, maybe I should watch it back. Maybe from this mid-March version of myself, I will look back at that content and go, man, this wasn't very good. But, you know. By the way, I've talked almost none about this run. You may be noticing. Why is that? It's a very easy answer. This run is an infinite where I have 85 population, I have shield rat, and I have guards. And I have battle cry. There is nothing for me to tell you about this run. I literally just have 20 guards, shield rat, and I've just been overturning like crazy. I have overturn, I have 2 barns, like... There's nothing for me to say. If I were commenting on this game right now, what would I tell you? Oh, man, I guess I'm gonna, I think I'm going to, I don't know, maybe I will play Overturn? It's a very cut and dry run, right? If you want an actual, like, here's what's up with this run, here's what's up with this run. I got Shield Rat early. I should have taken Slums there. No, I shouldn't have taken Slums, we're out of space, because I'm not losing my gold. Why am I not losing my gold on this run? I don't feel like it. Is that a correct answer? You know, I did just do the talk about like not wanting to do something because you just don't feel like it. However, in the context of like, what am I doing correct or incorrect in this game, maybe there's a little more leniency or a little more reason for you to question. I was about to say something. No, I wasn't. I think I had reached the end of my thought, and then I said, I feel like I was about to say something though. Couldn't have been that important. I didn't tag it in my brain. I think I've been getting better about maintaining my train of thought, though. Obviously, on this run, it's very easy to maintain my train of thought because I can just talk. On runs where there's a little more thinking involved, it's easier to see myself getting distracted. Is that all my militia dead? It is. This is good. I don't need anything here. I'm not going to territory expand. I've come this far. I don't know. I like these episodes where I just kind of go off too about nothing. It's a balance. I think that there's the right amount. But this run was set from a very early point. This one I was not ever, I mean, maybe I'm going to get killed. No, with Battlecry there's no way. As long as I don't fall asleep, I will live. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind. I can just kind of, I mean, you know I'm set because the only thing that's stopping me is my population. I have 23 through 23 on either side. We literally just do this if I want to do something. I feel bad though when I do go off like that for a long time because, you know, you may just be here to watch the Ratropolis, which if you are, respect, 100% respect. But, you know, like I've said, I don't worry too much about it anymore. I was kind of worried about like, what am I doing? I should probably just focus up on the game, make sure I'm providing benefit in the terms of that. However, as time goes on, we're going to reach a point where I have done everything. Overturn is self-explanatory. I don't feel like I need to insult you by explaining how this is working for me right now. I think that you probably understand. Like, my economy is just, I have 2 barns. My offensive plan is, my army plan is I got Shield Rat and I'm using guards. And my long-term plan to defeat the boss is Battlecry. Obviously I can talk Ratropolis related stuff, right? That's the logical thing to do if I wanted to talk about the game. I don't sweat it though. I'm not sweating it. Like, don't worry. I'm not sweating it. If you like me just talking about nonsense, don't worry. That is kind of my vision for the series. Not entirely, right? It's not entirely my vision for the series, however, it is what I'm gonna do when it makes sense to. Like on this run, I think it made sense. On runs where everything is very close, I don't think it makes sense. I hate this. Like, one day, I pray. There's nothing, I don't know if there's anything they can do about it with the current AI, but I imagine, I checked, I did check. There has not been an update to this game since mid-February. Which is fine, you know. Probably taking a little bit of time with the coronavirus and all that. Right, hope they're staying safe. Look at this house, I have no space. That's fine. Wish I could remove this building. Alright, that's another big yawn. You know, I'm not sure if the yawns are actually getting caught up on the audio. However, just know that they're happening. I'm very tired. I'm ready to sleep, but before I do that, I must provide you with the victory. The big dub, if you will. Right, but the thing I wanted to talk about related to this game, something that's been overturned in my mind a little bit recently, is my power rankings of the bosses. I just lost like 11 units there. Ouch. These both suck. These are both very bad. This ending I never wish to see. I think this is one of the worst things to get. Propaganda as harder isn't terrible, but it's not good. Take Assistant. Assistant's pretty sick here. The thing I want to talk about is power rankings of the bosses, right? So I want to talk about the wave. First of all, waves 10 through 20. Sorry, 1 through 10 waves. Extremely easy power ranking. Runner boss less than Fat Boy boss less than Spitter boss in terms of difficulty. That's to say, in normal person terms, in the terms of not a sociopath, who would ever phrase this like this? Me. I think that the Spitter is the hardest boss. I think that the Fat Boy is the second hardest boss, and I think that the Runner is the easiest boss. I think that's a very easy choice. I don't really need to think about that too hard. And those are consistent across all three maps, as you are well aware, I'm sure. Now, wave 10 through 20. I'm going to talk about the 16 and 30. Sorry, 16 and 20. I think that is the only boss waves. Those are the only boss waves. That is how you would word that. Wave 16. Who's the hardest wave 16 boss? I would say, oh god, Armored Knight. What are you doing here? I would say the hardest wave 16 boss is probably the Weasel Shaman. Which is this wave, the Forest. I think the Forest is Weasel Shaman's a little, it beats out the other guy. Not the captain, but like the first mate, I'm gonna call him, from the coast. I think that the Coast Wave 16 is slightly more difficult than the Bash Brothers. I think those guys are just called the Weasel Brothers. I'm going to call them the Bash Brothers even though they use swords. No, I should call Wave 27 boss the Bash Brothers on this floor. Or no, Salamander Twins, sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm delusional. It's 4:40 in the morning. Yeah, so Wave 16, basically, let me put it in terms of floor map. In my opinion, the hardest Wave 16 boss is Forest, then Coast, and then Desert. Similarly, I think I would take Captain, so Coast, Forest, Desert for hardest Wave 20 boss. Fuck the Captain. I hate him. And then finally, for the... Wave 23 is weird because I don't know the boss correctly. Like off the top, it's like Frog on this map, and then it's Siren, and then Wave 23 on the other map is also Frog on Desert, right? Coast is Siren, I think, is 2 frogs. I'm not going to compare them. I'm just going to compare the Wave 30 boss. Because I'm really confused about 20 through 30's bosses. It's very confusing. I don't understand. Wave 30, the easy hardest boss is this guy. This turtle is a monster. Many reasons for that. A, his shell. B, his shell. C, the fact that he spawns enemies infinitely. He got nerfed, thankfully. He used to be able to heal infinitely. Those were dark times. I think I almost got stuck in he's gonna slow. No, I got stuck in that he's gonna slow push me to death equilibrium. However, he was not able to because they nerfed him. He can only heal 3 times now, which is nice. However, he can summon forever. He also has the stun. I think the crab is the second hardest. I think the spider is the easiest. However, I got wiped. Oh my goodness! All 25 of my units are dead. Holy shit! I got killed. Wait a minute. How did this happen? What? I can't believe this. I got killed. That's insane. I can't believe it. He stacked up I think I'm dead. I think this guy is actually going to kill me again. I don't believe it. And yet it makes perfect sense. What happens on this guy is he just stacks like this on you and you just get extremely killed. It's kind of insane. Because as soon as he stacks like this on you, you have no chance. The turtle is dead. However, the fight continues. The turtle is no longer the problem. I don't think we can win this. Yeah. Holy shit. It's insane that I keep losing these. I don't believe I lost that. I think I need to, as it turns out, 25 guards with battle cry and 25 shield rats with... Man, I can't believe I lost that. It's not enough for the turtle. All right, we're going to have to reevaluate our tactics as it turns out. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. 2 Ratropolis episodes every day. Yeah. Thanks for spending your time with me. I hope you have a great day. I will see you in the next episode.